Hi everybody, and welcome to my new moon focus for November the 26th, I think it is, 2016. This is the last new moon focus for this year, in the fact that my year finishes with the winter solstice on December the 21st, 22nd. So my next new moon focus will be on December the 26th. So this month I drew my creation cards, and I got two amazing cards. One was menstruation, which is card 8 in the creation fertility cards, and the second was gratitude, number 17. Now, each month, as you know, I provide a hormone focus for the month so that we're able to build a step-by-step fertility or hormone balancing journey for each and every one of us. And this month I have got an amazing plan for you, which I really hope you enjoy and will support. And that's working with gratitude and with menstruation. So first of all, I'll just talk a little bit about gratitude, because this has come up already this year and I have written a whole article about it, which I'll be able to give you the links to, etc. But basically, with regard to gratitude this month, what I would like you to do is, for the next 29 days, is really connect with yourself and be grateful for something about your body or yourself or your emotions or your whole menstruation or cycle journey, whether you actually cycle or not. So whether you are post-menopause, menopause, pubescent, whether you're generally cycling, whether you have endometriosis, fibroids, whether you're on a fertility journey, all of those things, it really doesn't matter. I would just like you to really connect with yourself and really be grateful and thankful for every emotion, everything that happens with you throughout the whole cycle. And there are two ways that I'm going to get you to do this, or three. I invite you 3 different ways to do this. First of all, there's a fabulous Creative Womb template on my website, and you can either download it and then just write every day something beautiful in it, like, I know, even though I've had period pain today, I honor and respect myself and my cycle. What else would say? I feel rejuvenated and full of energy today, which is wonderful. Today I feel sexy, you know, all of those kind of things, and write those in every day so that you're really really empowering yourself and enjoying your cycle, whatever it brings you. Okay, and the second way to do that is that you can just write it in a journal if you would like, and the third way of doing that is do it as a mandala. So there are 3 different formats for that, and I have got links to show you how to do that. And that gratitude is really connected with your cycle journey, whether you are having a bleed every month or whether you work just with the moon. But even when you're postmenopausal, you still cycle. You might not bleed so that you recognize that cycle, but you definitely still cycle. So going back to menstruation, obviously, you know, as women, and from puberty until menopause, post-menopause, we cycle on a monthly basis, or some of us don't. Some of us have problems with that and we cycle irregularly, or we cycle too regularly, actually. So what I have suggested we do this month is I've developed 2 spreadsheets for you. One of them is for a fertility one, which I know that you won't be able to see from this, but this is a fertility one, and it goes through all of the kind of regular menstrual issues that you have. So it has, you know, if you're using painkillers, if you've had period pain, whether you're bleeding, whether you've had any pelvic cramps, abdominal pains, backache, whether you have had headaches or migraines, bloating, bowel movement changes, increased urination, whether you're getting cyclic vaginal issues, anxiety, depression, sleep disturbances, mood swings, withdrawal into yourself, carbohydrate cravings, alcohol cravings, or substance cravings, increased appetite, skin eruptions, that's a really good one, menopausal premenstrual issues, reflective dreams, whether your sleep's disturbed, etc. And so what I would like you to do is actually each day tick off which ones of those that you're experiencing, and do that throughout your whole cycle. So maybe if you cycle normally, start this on the first day of your cycle and download it, and then the spreadsheet that I've done has got 34 days on it. Now some people will have more than that, some people will have a shorter cycle than that. In my practice, I tend to see people with anything from a 26-day cycle right up to a maybe 38-day cycle. And if there are symptoms that you personally have, then just add them onto your spreadsheet. This is your spreadsheet, okay? And this is so that you can really connect with how your cycle is affecting you. And from that, I'm able to see whether it's a follicular or a luteal phase that your issues come from, whether they're coming from ovulation time, whether they are related to adrenals or maybe your thyroid issues. Maybe it's to do with blood sugars. So lots of different formats that I'm able to look at it from that. So that's what I would really like you to do. Now, if you are not cycling, then I have developed another one, which is mainly for people who are perimenopausal or maybe suffer with anovulation or who've had hysterectomy. And this one is to just see me what your hormones are generally doing. And this is very much linking it with the moon, actually. So this one has got the new moon and the full moon option on it. So you just tick that box. And it also includes things like, you know, the sweats, the anxiety, the sleeplessness or too much sleep, low libido, vaginal dryness, recurrent thrush, painful sex, all of those kind of things, and everything, you know, abdominal growth, weight gain, etc., etc. So that would be the one for you to complete, and just complete it for the whole cycle, but start it from the new moon, which was actually yesterday. Okay, so you would start it from the new moon and just work your way through ticking the ones. Now, if you suffer from a lot of sweats, then what I would suggest with this particular one is that you just mark in the every day when you get your sweats. Okay, so in the morning you might have 7 or 8 marks in that little box, and then you might have maybe one at lunch, and then you might have one in the evening, and you might have lots during the night. So mark them up so that you can see what's happening, because most people do not suffer with sweats or perimenopausal symptoms all of the time, and they also go with cycles. So this is what we're really working with. We're working with finding your cycle, honouring your cycle, and then being able to work with your cycle so that we can change things and work with your cycle to make it more balanced for you, using either supplements or exercise or herbals or meditation or mindfulness or whatever it is, because if it's adrenally induced, we'll be using something different than if it's sugar induced. Okay, so that we're going to be changing that over the next couple of months. So this is the plan for this month. I hope you really enjoy it. I'm going to be putting both of these I'm going to be putting everything, including a whole article about it and this video and all the downloads, onto both of my websites. So that's justineevans.co.uk, and that's sort of really much for the hormone alchemy, etc. of that, or my creation fertility site, which is very much for people who are trying to become pregnant or are on a fertility journey. So the information will be on both of those sites. Go to whichever one you prefer, and let's see how we get on. Okay, lots of love and blessings, and I will speak to you again on December the 26th. Okay, take care. Bye bye.